everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I have some exciting new to me kits to share with you from JunkWithSteph, and there are a couple of new releases that I'm excited to show you. So the first I have here is the kit Specimen Labels Volume 1, and I've printed this at 100%. I will share with you, when I went to print these kits, I did have problems with my printer, and I do have some rather dodgy prints where you can see it was only printing the top and bottom of the page, which was so bizarre, really bizarre. It turned out to be a glitch between my printer and the new Windows update. So I have some pieces for collaging, which they won't go to waste, but it was very frustrating. But I wanted to share with you in case you ever have a problem like that. It did get sorted in the end, and it was a problem that was out of my hands, although I didn't realize it at the time. It happened, I think it took about 4 or 5 days for it to be rectified from when I did the update to when the fix or update fix was released. So in the meantime, I tried many things to try and fix my printer, and was so relieved when it actually started working. And I was so excited to print these kits and share with you, so I could start using them, and I've had to put it on hold. So okay, so this is Specimen Labels Volume 1. Again, printed at 100%, and I love this kit. Some beautiful labels in this kit, great for layering. It's so windy here. I'm hoping it's not affecting the sound for the video. I did question whether or not it was worth trying to do this now, so I'm hoping it comes out okay. I apologize if there is background noise, and if there is, I may need to redo my video, but I'm hoping it will be okay. We've had a really cool change here. So we've actually got the fire on for the first time this year, which is kind of bizarre. Oh my gosh, I love these. I haven't actually looked through these properly. They're so beautiful. It's funny when you're looking at things in the Etsy shop, you see what they're about, but you don't really see, if that makes sense, which is why I like to do these flip throughs, so that you get to see exactly what's in the kit and how they print, because it's always a fun surprise for me when I print the kits off to share with you. Okay, so that was Specimen Labels Volume 1 at 100%, and then this is a kit that I've decided to print also 2 to a page. I'm just checking that I'm in camera for you. So these are printed 2 to a page, the same kit. I really love playing with different sizes with kits like this, because it offers so many opportunities and so many options. And this is a perfect kit to do that with. And you can see there's still a really substantial size to be using as focal points and the like, or for layering. So that's Specimen Labels Volume 1 at 2 to a page. And then I also have them printed at 4 to a page. And they're still a really fun and legible size at this size. Love them all. Love all the sizes. Okay, so this next kit from Junk with Steph is called Garden Imprints, and it is such a large kit. There are so many pages. I'm not even sure how many pages there are. I think there's about 80 in total, and it's split up into 4 different colors. So this one is Garden Imprints Topaz, just making sure my placement is right. Garden Imprints Topaz, and it's in this beautiful yellow tone, which I absolutely love. The papers in this particular kit are neutrals. Now, I have a funny feeling there's 2 kits in the Garden Imprints. There's a neutral and there's one with colour. So this is the neutral kit. I absolutely love backgrounds like this when I'm working, especially with collage or just if I'm decorating a piece of ephemera. I love that they're basically all the one tone, but they have the detail of the pattern. And if I'm working, I find adding something like this with perhaps a pattern that's much busier, with a lot more detail and different colours, I find this offers my eyes a soft place to land, something like this, because there's something harmonious about having colour or a pattern that's in all of the same colour tone, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. So I got so excited when I saw this kit. I couldn't wait to print it out. And hence the reason why I have so many pages that didn't print, because I was in such a hurry to want to print them out so I could start using them, that honestly it took me a long time to see the writing on the wall, to realize that the printer problem was out of my hands, wasn't something that I could fix until the correct fix was released. So I just wanted to print these papers and be able to start creating with them. So that was Garden Imprints Topaz. Again, one of 4 colours, all in the one kit. And then this one here is Garden Imprints Smoked Topaz. Apparently I have trouble saying that. I don't know why. So Garden Imprints Smoked Topaz. Again, a really beautiful neutral colour. The other thing is, I don't feel like these papers have an orientation, which I also really love. Having papers that you can use when working that, I mean, obviously this one here has an orientation, but a lot of them don't, I feel. So I find that really, really fun when creating. Oh, so pretty. I could just look through these papers over and over again and see new things that I had missed before. Love, love, love. It's funny how a pattern can look completely different in a different color tone too. Like, I'm noticing things in that color palette that I didn't necessarily notice in the topaz color palette. So that's really fun. Okay, so that was Garden Imprints Smoked Topaz. Again, these are all part of the same kit. This one, the 3rd out of 4 sets in the one kit, Garden Imprints, is Aventurine. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's this beautiful, beautiful green. I absolutely adore this green colour. Sorry, I feel like I'm flipping through rather quickly, but I do have quite a few kits to share with you as well. Love them. My head's ticking over about things that I want to try with them. So pretty. Okay, so that was Garden Imprints Aventurine. And then the last in the set of 4 different colorways in this kit, Garden Imprints from JunkWithSteph, is called Chrysolite. And you can see it's a really pretty, oh, they're upside down. It's a really pretty green as well, but it's just on the slightly softer palette, which I really, really love. Much more subtle. Has a real delicateness about it, this one, being on the more subtle side. I'm sorry, my fingers are really, really cold. Oh, so many beautiful papers. I'm like, I just want to start playing. Love, love, love. Steph, you amaze me. So that is JunkWithSteph Garden Imprints Chrysolite. And as you saw, there are so many papers in that kit. Okay, I do have a couple of little things that I wanted to share with you. I've kind of been playing with my printer a little, and I have this sheet here. It's printed on, I need to get my placement right. It's printed on vellum, and it's from the Field Notes collection Birds of New Guinea kit. And I've printed a couple of things on vellum because of a project I want to have a play with. And so I thought I would share them in this video as well. So I've only printed the one sheet. I only have a very small pack of A5 size vellum available to me, so I'd print them all if I could, but I need to be a little bit mindful of what I'm printing so I don't use up my supply. So again, JunkWithSteph Field Notes collection Birds of New Guinea. I really love those for what I have in mind. So that was that. And then also on the vellum, I've printed some of these papers here. This is a black and white kit, and it's JunkWithSteph Floral Guide Volume 1. And I'm super excited to try these for... I've had a couple of ideas of how I'd like to use these. So I've printed a few different papers. I just think they're gorgeous. I can only bring one across at a time because I feel like the table backdrop will show them much clearer, but stacked on top of each other, of course, you can see straight through them. So, and they do have a little bit of tackiness on the back still from the repositionable glue that I've used to hold them in place to print them. You can see I've had a little bit of ink bleeding, but I'm not worried about that. And this one here, I actually printed the wrong way around, so it's a double up, I think, of the last one I shared with you. No, maybe a different one of this one here. It's the same page, but I got the orientation right second time around. But I can still use this, so really, really love the way they've printed. So that's JunkWithSteph Floral Guide Volume 1 on the vellum. Now, my next kit is JunkWithSteph Vintage Blooms. Now, there is also an ephemera kit that goes with these papers, but I've only printed the papers to share with you because that's what I want to use in my future crafting. So, Vintage Blooms, such pretty papers. Oh, that's gorgeous. Love these. As you can see, there's different orientations with these papers, which can be really fun when you're crafting. Oops, have I got that upside down? I think no, I haven't. I was looking at the butterfly, but then I looked at the text and I was like, oh, which way? Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Love this kit. Sorry, I was I was focusing on whether I had it the right way around or not. There's just something about the colours in this kit that make my eyes dance. Not sure. Oh no, that way. I have it the right way. And then there are a couple of background papers as well, and I'm a sucker for background papers. I just love them. These are so pretty. You can see this almost has an ombre effect. Sort of goes from the really light in the center and then gets darker, which I thought was so fun. So beautiful. Okay, so that was Junk with Steph Vintage Blooms, and remembering that there is an ephemera set that goes with that as well. Okay, so the next kit I have to share with you is one that I've printed in a couple of different print sizes. So this is Botanic Gardens from Junk with Steph. It's a mega pack. Now, this set actually has 100 double pages. It is a huge kit, and I've printed this set here at contact sheet size. I just thought they were so fun. I am a sucker for flowers and bulbs, and I'm seeing bulbs in here. I love playing with the different sizes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. So these are contact sheet size. They're only itty bitty, but the images are quite strong on these, and I thought that was really fun. They really stand out even though they're printed at a smaller size. So I've actually had a couple of ideas of things that I want to try using those. Okay, so this is the same kit, Junk with Steph Botanic Garden Mega Pack, and it is 100 double pages, and this one is printed at 9 per page. And again, a really fun size for this kit, I think. I thought at this size they would make really fun focal points, especially for clusters and things. So pretty. Okay, so that was Junk with Steph Botanic Garden Mega Pack at 9 per page. And then I have the same kit, Junk with Steph Botanic Garden Mega Pack at 4 per page. Now, I didn't mention, I think the last couple were printed on matte photo paper. These ones here I've printed on 2 normal copy paper, so there is possibly a slight colour difference, but I think they print beautifully on either. Again, I've printed them on, or chosen the paper to print them on just according to how I would like to use them. I really love this kit. For me, there's something really beautiful about the simplicity of having just one image to stand out on its own. on each page, and that's what I really, really love about this kit. It's simple and uncluttered, and it's still so, so beautiful. And so many options. Oh my gosh. I'm loving the stamp on each of them too. Oops. I also love that some of the papers, you can see it's like an imprint that's occurred over time from the book onto the opposite page. Okay, so that was Junk with Steph Botanic Garden Mega Pack at $4.2 a page. Love them. Okay, so my next share is Junk with Steph Nature Handbook. Now, again, there is an ephemera set that goes with these papers. I've only printed the papers themselves, so be aware that there is an ephemera set that comes with them as well. And again, I adore these papers. These are only printed on normal copy paper. Oh, I just think they're stunning. And again, there is they're busy pages, but there's a simplicity about them which it makes me breathe. Like, you know, when you have that big deep sigh breath, that's what it does for me. I don't know what it is. It kind of relaxes my mind. I just adore them. I'm a sucker for neutrals as well, so having the neutral background, oh my gosh, cannot get enough. And then there's a couple of sheets with lined paper. That's so beautiful. Okay, so that was Junk with Steph Nature Handbook, and again, it does have an ephemera kit that comes with it as well, which I haven't printed today. Okay, and my last two kits are new releases for Steph at Junk with Steph, and I'm excited to share them with you. So this one here, oh my gosh, I love this kit. It is called the Victorian Naturalist, and oh my goodness, it's so busy but yet so subtle, and I just, oh, this is printed on normal copy paper, so I can only imagine how much more these papers would stand out if they were printed onto matte photo paper. I'm actually feeling like this particular set will need to be featured as journal pages in one of my journals when I start using some of the ephemera that I've been making. I adore these images so, so much. And I love that there's all manner of different insects and animals and birds, and it's just gorgeous. I really love this flower. It's just gorgeous, Steph. You've outdone yourself. Okay, so again, that was Junk with Steph, the Victorian Naturalist, and it's a new release. And the last kit I had to share with you is the latest new release for Junk with Steph, and it's called Forgotten Remnants. And I love, love, love this kit. I am a sucker for fabrics and texture, and I really love them in digital form because you get to see some of the texture that comes through even though it's a flat surface. You feel like you can touch it, but you actually, when you touch it, it's smooth. And that, it plays with my senses, I think, when I think like that about digital fabrics. so many different beautiful color tones and patterns in these papers. Just gorgeous. Oh, love that. You can see from the variation of colour that's throughout this kit, it would work with so many different papers. Oh my gosh. So that was Forgotten Remnants from Junk with Steph, and on that note, that is all of the kits I have to share with you for today. They are amazing, Steph, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Steph from Junk with Steph for allowing me to showcase her beautiful digitals. Your creativity and your artwork never ceases to amaze me and inspire me, and I'm so grateful to be on your design team. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed watching the flip through of these kits and that you've seen something that you really love or that inspires you like it does me, which basically was all of them. And I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Please stay safe, stay inspired, and happy crafting. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye for now.